Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala from Grace Healing Homeopathy. Today I'll discuss a very interesting remedy, although not rare but not frequently prescribed for mind symptoms, that is China sulph. I have previously made video for China sulph fever, China sulph in malaria, China sulph in COVID also we have given. But today let me discuss China sulph symptom which I found very useful in my practice, and a very interesting symptom how to enter China sulph through mind, chininum sulph you can say. Now anger, which is a very common emotion, anger एक common emotion है जो हर patient में मिलता है. But अगर आपने anger को define कर लिया, if you define that anger and it classically has some different or PQRS symptom in that, you have to take that for prescription. In China sulph, the most important symptom of anger I have seen in many of patients is anger after sleep. Yes, my dear friends, anger after sleep. Just the patient gets up in the morning and just starts shouting and scolding, whether he gets up in the morning or evening or the night, anger after sleep. Or you can say anger on waking. Of course, see, there are a lot of remedies we have in a Mathematica, but this symptom is very, very important in China sulph. Now everybody gets discouraged, everybody gets disheartened or sad. The expression of the sadness tells you what remedy it is. China sulph has a very, very interesting symptom, my dear friends. When the patient is discouraged, he has weeping. So discouraged with weeping is a very, very important symptom of China sulph. Of course, if your Mathematica is good, this symptom I have also seen in Lycopodium also, when the patient is discouraged with weeping. Whenever I have told you the patient gets angry, anger is there in the morning after sleep or anger after waking. One more symptom in relation to this is indolence. Indolence in the morning when waking. This again is very important symptom in relation to anger, and I would add one more symptom और एक symptom add करना चाहूँगा, indolence after sleep. So this symptom, see, that after sleep, morning, waking is a very, very important entry point of China sulph. Whether it is anger, whether it is indolence, these symptoms are aggravated after sleep or these symptoms are aggravated after waking. We never think of China sulph, we think of lot other remedies, but China sulph is a very, very important, has a very, very important symptom in it. That's why if you see in China sulph, there is a memory problem and there is classical symptom, that is weakness of memory, especially for names, especially for objects. I had a case, and normally we have that handicap for shooting, and the patient says, what is this? Yeah, it is a handicap. So it is not, or he cannot see the name. Doctor, your name is XYZ, he says, and he forgets the name of a doctor also. And if you have this symptom, it's a very, very important symptom of China sulph, that is weakness of memory for names, for objects. That's China sulph. And of course, the one thing in China sulph I have seen that in a practice, that he makes mistakes in calculation. 25,000 plus 10,000 equals to, he gets confused, and normally we think about bratas, that mistakes in calculation all. But China sulph also is a very important remedy when there is mistakes in calculation, and because of this, a China sulph patient always suffers from sadness. He thinks, what will happen if I don't invest properly? I cannot understand how to invest properly. I have problem of memory. What will happen in future? Whether I'll be successful, whether people will take away from my money, because in this world, ऐसी बहुत सोचते रहता, मेरा क्या होगा आगे, मैं पैसे कमा पाऊंगा, पैसे रख पाऊंगा कि नहीं, पैसे रहेंगे कि नहीं. There is a lot of sadness. Actually, it is not there, but there is sadness. Misfortune as if will happen. Misfortune, impending misfortune. Again, a very, very important symptom of China sulph. And China sulph, whenever he calls for a book or calls for something, he calls for something which is actually is not required. And then you have to interpret this symptom, that is China sulph he cannot judge the correct size of objects or things. This is again a very, very important symptom of China sulph, my dear friends. These are very, very important mind symptoms Maybe in general symptoms of China sulph, I would take in next video, so that it is very easy to differentiate what I have told about mine and what I have told about the other symptoms of China sulph. So my dear friends, if you like this video, do share and subscribe. Thank you.